Good morning, students. I am Ravindranath from Department of Mathematics. This is the seventh video of the chapter Interpolation for the students of second semester BCA course, Bangalore Central University. So, in this video, I am covering the topic Lagrange's interpolation formula. Lagrange's interpolation formula. Earlier, I explained already when we have to use Lagrange's interpolation formula. See, for example, the given arguments are x naught, x1, x2. See, observe the cursor carefully. If the given arguments are x naught, x1, x2, x3, x4, and so on, xn, and are not equally spaced, then we have to use Lagrange's interpolation formula. Okay. See, Lagrange's interpolation formula depends on number of the arguments given in the problem. Suppose in the data, the set of arguments are x naught, x1, x2, x3, x4. See, this is the formula number one. If the given arguments are x naught, x1, x2, x3, this is the formula. So based on this logic, you can write down the formula for the set of arguments x naught, x1, x2 or more than x4 also. See, in order to remember this formula, observe carefully. How many arguments are there in formula? X naught, x1, x2, x3, x4. So totally 5 arguments are there, x naught to x4. So totally 5 arguments are there. So in this formula, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms are there. So sum of 5 terms are there. Each term contain product of a fraction into entry. Each term, first term, contain a product of fraction. This is numerator by denominator into entry. In the first term, first entry is f of x naught. Second term, f of x1, f of x2, f of x3, f of x4. Okay. Now come to that fraction. See, in the fraction, numerator by denominator is there. See, observe the numerator. See the movement of the cursor. In the numerator, x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3, x minus x4. See, numerator, product of 5 factors are there. Each factor is difference of 2 terms. First term is x is common in each factor, and the second terms are x naught, x1, x2, x3, x4. So first term numerator. Observe the second term numerator. Second term numerator is also same. Third term numerator is also same. In each term, the numerator is common. Come to the denominator. In the first term, this is the denominator. See the cursor. So second factor is f of x naught. F of x naught is the entry. Respective argument is x naught. So in the denominator, first term start from x naught. In the second term, f of x1, in the denominator, first term start from x1. So x naught minus x naught, x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, x naught minus x3, x naught minus x4. Suppose one more argument x5 is there. So in the numerator, x minus x5 factor will come. In the denominator, x naught minus x5 factor will come. Okay. Now come to the second term. See, in the first term, numerator is same. In the second term also. Similarly, in third, fourth, fifth. In the second term, see, in the first term denominator, each factor starts from x naught. In the second term denominator, x1, 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 x1. In the third term, f of x2 is there. Argument is x2, 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 x2. In the fourth term, argument entry is f of x3. Argument is x3. Here it is x3, 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 x3. In the last term, fifth term, argument is f entry is Entry is f of x4, respective argument is x4. So x4, 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 x4. So this is the way of writing the formula. But observe this. After writing this formula, I strike off two factors. Numerator factor, quite opposite in the denominator. In the next term, numerator factor, quite opposite in the denominator. Why I have written no? Without writing these factors, you can write the remaining factors straight away. But to avoid confusion, better to write first and then strike off the respective factors. Which factors we are going to cancel? Since the first term, denominator term is x naught minus x naught. So x naught minus x naught will give what? 0. Anything by 0 will become infinity. So cancel that factor. Quite opposite in the numerator. Cancel that term. Here come to the second term. In the second term, x1 minus x1, it will give 0. It will become 0. So anything by 0 will become infinity. So this entire term will become vanished. For that reason, cancel that factor, remove that factor, and the factor quite opposite to that in the numerator. Similarly, the remaining terms. So if you don't want to write these terms, if you feel it is unnecessary to write these factors, you can write the remaining straight away, but you may get confused. To avoid confusion, write all the terms, all the factors first and then cancel it. Okay. So in the same manner, formula 2, we have to write down the Lagrange's interpolation formula for the arguments x0 to x3. So x0 to x3, f of x0, f of x1, f of x2, f of x3. Numerator term, first term is, in each factor, first term is common. The second term is x0, x1, x2, x3. Denominator x0 in the first term, in the second term x1, in the third term x2, in the fourth term x3. So this is the way of remembering and writing the Lagrange's interpolation formula. Now let us see how to work out the problem on this. See problem number 1. Estimate f of 6 for the data. Estimate f of 6 for the data. X values they have given, f of x values they have given. So estimate f of 6. That means, observe the cursor, x is equal to 6, f of x is equal to question mark. That means argument they have given, we wanted to find the respective entry. So this is nothing but interpolation. So after coming to know it is comes under interpolation, we wanted to decide whether we have to apply Newton-Grigori forward interpolation formula, Newton-Grigori backward interpolation formula, or Lagrange's interpolation formula, or Newton divided difference formula. Here, see the argument. See the argument. X is equal to 3, 7. Take the difference. 7 minus 3 is 4. 9 minus 7 is 2. So, they are not equally spaced. So, we have to use Lagrange's interpolation formula. If the word mentioned, we ourselves decide that we must use Lagrange's interpolation formula. Further, I told Newton divided difference formula. Newton divided difference formula, in particular, if they will mention, then only we have to apply that formula. Now, so x is equal to 6. X naught is 3. See the cursor. X1 is 7. X2 is 9. X3 is 10. Similarly, f of x naught, f of x1, f of x2, f of x3. Substitute all these values in the formula number 2. Substitute all these values in the formula number 2 and simplify. I got f of 6 value as 147. I may do mistake. I may have done mistake. You work out carefully. You should work out yourselves only. Don't simply copy it. If you get different answer, then compare with the others. If all of you will get the same answer, then my answer will be wrong. Okay. So similarly, problem number 2. The following table gives the normal weights of babies during first few months of their life. So age in months. So 2 months baby weighs 4.4 kg. 5 months baby weighs 6.2 kg. 8 months baby weighs 6.7. 10 months baby weighs 7.5 kg. 12 months baby weighs 8.7 kg. So this is the data. We estimate the normal weight of a baby of 7 months old. We wanted to estimate the normal weight of a baby of 7 months old. That is, x is equal to 7. What is f of x? So this comes under interpolation. Further, arguments are 5 minus 2, 3, 8 minus 5, 3, 10 minus 8, 2. So they are not equally spaced. So we have to use Lagrange's interpolation formula. If they won't mention, ourselves decide, we have to apply Lagrange's interpolation formula. So write the formula and substitute x is equal to 7 and the remaining all the values and calculate. You have to get 6.49 kgs. Okay. So this completes the 7th video of the chapter interpolation. I will release one more video, 8th video, that ends this chapter. Main topics I covered. The remaining you must go through the notes, PDF notes, what I uploaded in the campus technology. Thank you very much.